Take a breath. Right now, wherever you are. Just a simple, quiet breath. Feel the air as it enters your nostrils, cool and fresh. Feel your chest, your belly, gently rise. And then, feel it all release. A gentle sigh, a letting go. You've done this billions of times in your life. 'Tis the first thing you did when you arrived in this world, and it will be the last thing you do when you leave. It is the most constant, reliable companion you have ever known. It's always there, in the background, the quiet rhythm of your own existence. But what if I told you that this simple act, this automatic, unconscious process, is a key to a hidden map, an ancient anatomy that exists within you, just beneath the surface of your awareness? What if I told you that the air you're breathing is more than just oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide? That you are, with every single inhalation, drawing in something more. Something the ancient yogis of India called prana, the Taoists of ancient China called ki, the Greeks called pneuma, life force, vital energy. Tonight, we are going on a journey. A journey not to a faraway land, but deep inside ourselves. We are going to explore the hidden channels, the invisible rivers and streams that carry this energy throughout your body, guided by the gentle current of your own breath. This isn't a science lesson in the way you might remember from school. We won't be talking about alveoli and bronchial tubes. Instead, we're going to be talking about an anatomy that you feel rather than see. An anatomy of energy, of sensation, of life itself. For the next 2 hours, allow my voice to be your guide. There is nothing for you to do, nothing to achieve. Simply listen. Allow the information to wash over you like a gentle tide. If a thought or a concept resonates, let it sink in. If your mind wanders, that's perfectly fine. Just gently bring it back to the sound of my voice or to the feeling of your own breath. This is your time. Time to unwind, to release the day, and to connect with a deeper part of yourself. The knowledge we're about to explore is thousands of years old. It was discovered not with microscopes and scalpels, but through deep introspection. Through countless hours of meditation and observation, ancient sages perceived a luminous, energetic body coexisting with the physical one. They saw that just as our physical body has a circulatory system for blood, our energetic body has a circulatory system for this vital life force. And the engine, the pump that drives this entire system, is your breath. So, get comfortable. Settle into your bed. Let your arms and legs grow heavy. Close your eyes if you haven't already. And take another slow, easy breath. Feel the gentle expansion and the complete release. You are safe. You are comfortable. And you are about to discover the incredible, hidden world that has been breathing you your entire life. This is the ancient anatomy of breath. And as we travel through its secret pathways, allow yourself to drift, to relax, and to fall into a deep and restorative sleep. The journey begins now with this next simple breath, in and out. Let's begin with the energy itself. This fundamental concept, known as prana in the yogic tradition, is the cornerstone of our entire journey tonight. The word prana in Sanskrit is often translated as life force energy, but it's so much more than that. It is the sum of all energy in the universe. It's in the sun, it's in the food we eat, it's in the water we drink. But most importantly for our exploration, it is profoundly present in the air we breathe. Think of it like this. The air, the physical gas, is the vehicle, but prana is the passenger. When you breathe, you are not just taking in oxygen to fuel your cells. You are consciously or unconsciously inviting this universal life force into your very being. It's the difference between eating a piece of cardboard and eating a fresh, sun-ripened apple. Both are physical matter, but one is bursting with vitality, with life. So too is the air we breathe. It is charged with this invisible, essential nutrient. This isn't just an abstract idea. You have felt it. Think of the feeling you get when you step outside into fresh, clean country air after being cooped up inside all day. That sense of refreshment, of clarity, vitality that is a direct experience of absorbing a high quality of prana. Or consider the opposite, the stale, heavy, draining feeling of being in a windowless, stuffy room. The air is still breathable, but it feels depleted. It lacks that charge, that life. The ancient texts describe prana as the animating force behind all of creation. It's what makes a seed sprout, what makes the tides turn, what makes your heart beat. Without prana, the body is just inert matter. It is the intelligence, the spark, that organizes molecules into a living, breathing human being. And our primary method of topping up our personal supply of this energy is through the breath. This is why, in so many spiritual and wellness traditions, the breath is held in such high regard. It is our direct, moment-to-moment connection to the infinite source of energy that powers the cosmos. We are literally breathing in the universe. When our prana is high, we feel energetic, healthy, optimistic, and clear-minded. Our bodies function optimally. When our prana is low or blocked, we feel lethargic, unwell, depressed, and foggy. Disease in this ancient view is often seen not just as a physical ailment, but as a disruption in the flow of prana. So as you lie here, listening, begin to shift your perception of your own breath. Imagine that with each inhalation, you are not just pulling in air. You are drawing in a luminous, golden white light, a river of pure, vital energy. Imagine it entering your body, filling you from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. And with each exhalation, imagine yourself releasing not just carbon dioxide, but all the stale, stagnant energy. All the tension, the worry, the fatigue of the day. Inhale life. Exhale, release. This simple shift in intention is the first step in mastering the ancient anatomy of your own energy. You are becoming a conscious participant in a process that has been happening automatically your whole life. You are starting to direct this life force. And as you do, you begin to take the reins of your own vitality, your own state of mind, and your own well-being. This energy, this prana, is your birthright. It is freely available in every breath you take. All you have to do is become aware of it. Feel it now. The gentle, life-giving current flowing in and flowing out. Now that we understand prana, this vital life force we draw in with every breath, the next logical question is, where does it go? Once it enters the body, how is it distributed? The physical body has arteries and veins to carry blood. The nervous system has nerves to carry electrical signals. The energetic body, according to ancient wisdom, has its own intricate network of pathways. These are known as the Nadis. The word nadi comes from the Sanskrit root nad, which means flow, motion, or vibration. They are not physical structures that you could find with a scalpel. They are subtle energy channels, conduits of consciousness. The ancient texts say there are 72,000 of them crisscrossing throughout the body, forming a complex and luminous web of energy. Think of it as a vast, intricate highway system, and prana is the traffic flowing along it. When this system is clear and unobstructed, prana flows freely. We feel balanced, healthy, and vibrant. Our physical, mental, and emotional states are in harmony. However, due to stress, poor diet, emotional trauma, or a sedentary lifestyle, these channels can become blocked or congested. The flow of prana becomes sluggish or stagnant, like a dammed river. This is when we begin to experience a sense of dis-ease, whether it manifests as physical illness, emotional turmoil, or mental fog. The entire practice of yoga, particularly the breathing exercises known as pranayama, is fundamentally about purifying these nadis. It's about clearing the energetic highways so that life force can once again flow without restriction to every single part of our being. It's like a cosmic tune-up for your energetic body. As you lie here, resting, you can begin to sense this web within you. You don't need to see it, just feel it. Imagine your body not as solid flesh and bone, but as a constellation of light. A beautiful, intricate network of shimmering threads, all interconnected, all pulsing with a gentle, rhythmic light that corresponds to your breath. With every inhalation, see these 72,000 channels light up, brighter and clearer. With every exhalation, see any dust, any blockages, any dimness being gently swept away, leaving the channels even more pristine. While there are said to be 72,000 nadis, the ancient yogis identified 3 as being the most important. These are the main superhighways of your energetic system, the central axis around which all the other channels are organized. They are called Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. Understanding these 3 primary channels is the key to unlocking the entire map of your inner world. They represent the fundamental dualities of our existence and the path to transcending them. In our next part, we will explore these 3 major rivers of life. But for now, just rest with this image of your body as a network of light, a system perfectly designed to distribute the life force you draw in with every breath. It's a silent, invisible process happening continuously. Your body knows exactly what to do. Your only job is to relax, to breathe, and to allow this purification to happen naturally. Every breath you take is a gentle cleansing, clearing the pathways, allowing your innate vitality to shine through. Just feel that gentle, cleansing flow moving through you now with each slow breath. Let's journey deeper now into the heart of this energetic highway system. We're going to focus on those 2 fundamental nadis we just mentioned, Ida and Pingala. These 2 channels are the representation of the great duality that governs all of life, light and dark, sun and moon, masculine and feminine, hot and cold, action and rest. They are the 2 opposing yet complementary forces that dance together to create our reality. These 2 channels do not run randomly through the body. They are said to originate at the base of the spine, in the root energy center. And then they spiral and weave their way up the spinal column, crossing at several points and finally terminating in the nostrils. Pingala Nadi. The solar channel ends in the right nostril. It is associated with masculine energy, the sun, heat, action, and the logical, analytical left hemisphere of the brain. When energy is flowing strongly through Pingala, we feel dynamic, focused, and ready to engage with the external world. We are productive, assertive, and have a strong physical vitality. It's the energy you need to get things done, to solve problems, and to compete. On the other side, we have Ida Nadi, the lunar channel. This channel ends in the left nostril. It is associated with feminine energy, the moon, coolness, rest, and the intuitive, creative right hemisphere of the brain. When energy is flowing strongly through Ida, we feel calm, receptive, and introspective. We are more in touch with our emotions, our creativity, and our inner world. It is the energy of nurturing, of surrender, of being rather than doing. It is the energy that allows for deep rest and healing. You can actually feel this balance shift throughout the day. Have you ever noticed that sometimes you seem to be breathing more freely through one nostril than the other? This is a natural cycle. Roughly every 90 minutes, the body naturally shifts its dominant airflow from one nostril to the other. When your right nostril is dominant, Pingala is more active. When your left nostril is dominant, Ida is more active. This is your body's innate wisdom, trying to maintain a state of balance between action and rest, between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. For most of us in the modern world, however, this balance is often skewed. We live in a society that glorifies action, productivity, and logical thinking. We are constantly in go mode. This means that for many people, the Pingala, the solar channel, is chronically overactive. This can lead to stress, anxiety, burnout, and difficulty sleeping. We have forgotten how to simply rest, to be, to receive. We have lost touch with the cooling, calming influence of our Ida channel. As you lie here, preparing for sleep, it is the perfect time to honor and activate your Ida Nadi. This is the channel of rest, restoration, and surrender. Let go of the day's activities. Let go of the need to solve problems or to plan for tomorrow. That is the world of Pingala. Here, in the quiet of the night, you are invited to enter the world of Ida. The world of dreams, of intuition, of deep, cellular healing. You can gently encourage this shift. Bring your awareness to your left nostril. Without forcing anything, just imagine your breath flowing in and out through that left side. Feel the coolness of the air. Imagine a soft, silvery, moonlight-like energy entering with each inhalation, bathing your entire system in a cool, calm light. Feel the tension in your muscles begin to melt away. Feel your mind become still and quiet, like a calm lake at midnight. You are activating the current of rest. You are telling your body and your mind that it is safe to let go. It is time to drift into the deep, peaceful ocean of sleep, carried by the gentle lunar tide of Ida. We've explored the two great rivers of duality, Ida and Pingala, the lunar and solar currents that flow within us. They represent the constant dance of opposites that make up our everyday experience. But what lies between them? What is the purpose of bringing these two opposing forces into balance? The answer lies in the third and most important, Nadi, the Sushumna. Sushumna Nadi is the central channel. It runs straight up through the core of the body, along the spinal cord, from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. In our ordinary state of consciousness, this channel is largely dormant. Prana, or life force, flows primarily through either Ida or Pingala, keeping us engaged in the world of duality, the world of right and wrong, good and bad, me and you. The entire goal of many yogic and meditative practices is to purify Ida and Pingala and bring them into a perfect state of equilibrium. When the solar and lunar energies are perfectly balanced, a profound event can occur. The energy, which was previously flowing on the left and right sides, can now enter the central channel, the Sushumna. This is often referred to as the awakening of Kundalini energy. When prana enters Sushumna, it's a completely different experience of life. It is a state of unity, of non-duality. The mind becomes still. The sense of a separate self begins to dissolve. It is a state of pure awareness, of connection to everything. It is the experience of yoga, or union, in its truest sense. This is the superhighway to higher consciousness. Now, while this might sound like a very lofty and advanced concept, the journey begins with simple, gentle steps. It begins with the simple act of balancing your breath. And as you lie here preparing for sleep, you are creating the perfect conditions for this balance to occur naturally. Sleep itself is a state where the body and mind seek equilibrium. It is a time of deep restoration where the energies of the day are harmonized. Imagine this central channel within you now. See it as a hollow, luminous tube of light running right through your core, along your spine. It is empty, it is silent, it is full of potential. At the base of your spine, see the two channels, Ida and Pingala, like to sleeping serpents. As you breathe calmly and evenly, imagine these two side channels becoming more and more balanced. The fiery solar energy of Pingala begins to cool. The cool lunar energy of Ida begins to warm. They are moving towards a perfect harmony. You don't need to force this. You just need to allow it. Your deep rhythmic breathing is the signal to your system that it is time to harmonize. As you inhale, feel a sense of gentle energy gathering at the base of your spine. As you exhale, feel a deep sense of relaxation and release spreading up your spine. With each breath cycle, the energies become more and more balanced. This state of equilibrium is the gateway to the most profound states of rest. When Ida and Pingala are in balance, the nervous system can finally switch off its fight-or-flight mode. The mind stops its endless chatter. The body can enter its deepest state of healing and regeneration. This is the physiological and energetic foundation of truly restorative sleep. So, as you continue to rest, hold this intention of balance. With every breath, feel the left and right sides of your body coming into harmony. Feel the front and back of your body coming into harmony. Feel your mind and your body coming into harmony. You are creating the perfect inner environment for prana to flow in a balanced, healing way. And in this perfect balance, you may just find the entrance to the most peaceful sleep you've ever had. You are aligning with your own central axis, the still, quiet core of your being, the royal road of Sushumna, and it is carrying you now, gently, effortlessly, into the depths of peace. We have visualized our energy body as a vast network of 72,000 channels, the Nadis, and we have identified the three main superhighways, the solar Pingala, the lunar Ida, and the central Sushumna. Now, imagine what a highway system would be like without any interchanges or major junctions. It would be chaotic. The ancient seers perceived that along the central channel, the Sushumna, there are several major energy centers where a large number of nadis converge. These are like the major cities or power stations of our energetic anatomy. These are the chakras. The word chakra is a Sanskrit word that means wheel or vortex. They are described as spinning wheels of energy, located at specific points along the Sushumna. They are not physical objects, but they correspond to major nerve plexuses and endocrine glands in the physical body. They act as transformers, stepping down the high-frequency universal prana into a form that the physical body and mind can use. Each chakra governs specific aspects of our physical, psychological, and spiritual being. There are many chakras throughout the body, but traditionally, we focus on 7 main ones that lie along the spine, from its base to the crown of the head. When these energy centers are balanced and spinning properly, prana flows freely up and down the Sushumna. And we experience health and well-being in the areas of life that each chakra governs. However, if a chakra is blocked or imbalanced, either overactive or underactive can lead to issues in our physical health, our emotional state, and our life circumstances. Think of them as a series of valves. If one valve is stuck, the whole system is affected. The breath is the master key that can help to gently open and balance these valves. By directing our breath and our awareness to these centers, we can begin to dissolve blockages and restore the natural flow of energy. As you lie here, we are going to take a gentle journey up this ladder of light, this river of consciousness within your own spine. We won't try to force anything. We will simply bring our quiet, loving awareness to each of these centers, one by one. And as we do, we will invite them to return to their natural state of balance and harmony. This is a journey from the most dense, earthly aspects of our being to the most subtle, spiritual aspects. It is the journey of human evolution, mapped out within your own body. It begins at the base, our connection to the physical world, and ascends to the crown, our connection to the infinite cosmos. So, relax even more deeply now. Let your body feel heavy and supported. Let your breath be slow and effortless. We are about to begin our ascent through the 7 primary energy centers. With each breath, we will bring a sense of gentle awareness, a feeling of warmth and acceptance to these powerful vortexes of life force that reside within you. This is not about fixing anything. It is simply about acknowledging, with gentle presence, the magnificent, multi-layered being that you are. The journey begins at the root, at the very foundation of your existence. Let your breath guide you there now. Let us begin our journey at the very base of the spine. Here, at the perineum, lies the first chakra, known as Muladhara. The name means root support. This is your foundation. It is your connection to the earth, to your physical body, and to the material world. It governs your sense of safety, security, and stability. The Muladhara chakra is associated with the element of earth. Think of the qualities of the earth: solid, stable, grounding, nurturing. When this chakra is balanced, you feel grounded, you feel safe in your body, and you feel secure in the world. You have a sense of belonging, a feeling that you have a right to be here, to take up space. Your basic survival needs are met, and you have a solid foundation from which you can grow and evolve. Physically, it governs the base of the body, the legs, the feet, the bones, the large intestine, and the immune system. It is the root of your physical health and vitality. When you feel ungrounded, anxious about survival, or disconnected from your body, it is often a sign that this root chakra is out of balance. This can manifest as issues like lower back pain, problems with the legs or feet, or a general feeling of spaciness and insecurity. As you lie here in the comfort of your bed, you are in the perfect environment to connect with and nourish your Muladhara chakra. The feeling of being supported by your mattress, the weight of your own body, the gentle pull of gravity, all of these sensations speak the language of the root chakra. Bring your awareness now to the very base of your torso. Feel that point of contact with the surface beneath you. Imagine a vibrant ruby red light glowing in this area. Red is the color of this chakra, the color of life force, of blood, of the rich earth. With each inhalation, imagine you are breathing down into this red light, making it brighter, warmer, and more stable. Feel the breath traveling all the way down to the base of your spine. And as you exhale, imagine you are growing roots. Just like a great, ancient tree, imagine roots extending from the base of your spine, down through the bed, down through the floor, deep into the soil of the earth below. Feel how stable you are, how completely supported. No matter what winds may blow in your life, your roots are deep. You are anchored. You are safe. Let go of any financial worries. Let go of any fears about your safety or survival. For this moment, right here, right now, you are completely safe. You are provided for. You have everything you need. Allow this deep, primal sense of security to wash over you. It is your birthright. The breath associated with the root is the deep, diaphragmatic belly breath. Feel your belly rise and fall with each breath. This is the most grounding way to breathe. It sends a powerful signal to your nervous system that all is well, that you are safe. So just rest here for a moment, breathing into your belly, feeling the solid support beneath you, connecting with that deep, red, earthy energy at your core. You are building a foundation of peace and security, a foundation upon which a truly deep and restful sleep can be built. You are home. You are grounded. You are safe. From the stable, earthy foundation of the root chakra, we now allow our awareness to drift gently upwards. Just a few inches above the root, in the area of the lower abdomen, behind the pubic bone, lies the second chakra. This is Svadhisthana, which translates to one's own abode or sweetness. This is the home of your emotions, your creativity, your desires, and your ability to go with the flow of life. The element associated with Svadhisthana is water. Think of the qualities of water: flowing, fluid, adaptable, cleansing. It can be a still, reflective pool or a powerful, creative ocean. This chakra governs our ability to experience life through our senses, our feelings, and our emotions. It is the center of our creative life force, our passion, and our sensual and sexual nature. When your Svadhisthana chakra is balanced, you have a healthy relationship with your emotions. You can feel them without being overwhelmed by them. You are in touch with your creativity, and you feel comfortable expressing it. You are adaptable to change, able to move through life's ups and downs with grace and ease. You find pleasure and joy in the simple sensory experiences of being alive. Physically, this chakra is associated with all the fluids of the body, the blood, the lymph, and especially the reproductive fluids and organs. It governs the hips, the sacrum, and the lower back. Blockages here can manifest as creative blocks, emotional repression or volatility, fear of change, or physical issues like hip pain, menstrual problems, or urinary tract issues. In our modern world, we often try to control everything. We suppress our emotions and ignore our creative impulses in favor of logic and productivity. This can cause the waters of Svadhisthana to become stagnant. As you lie here, preparing to sleep, you are invited to let these waters flow again. Bring your awareness to your lower abdomen. Imagine a beautiful, vibrant orange light, like a warm sunset, glowing softly in this area. Feel the warmth spreading through your hips and your lower back. With each breath, let this orange light become softer and more radiant. The breath for this chakra is fluid and gentle. Don't try to control it. Just allow it to flow, like a gentle wave washing in and washing out. With each inhalation, imagine you are breathing in a sense of acceptance for all of your feelings. Joy, sadness, anger, peace. They are all just waves in the ocean of your being. They come and they go. They are not who you are. With each exhalation, let go of any guilt or judgment about your feelings. Let go of any resistance to change. Just allow yourself to be in the flow. Imagine yourself floating in a warm, calm, healing body of water. The water is supporting you completely. You don't have to do anything. Just float. Just be. Feel the gentle, rhythmic rocking motion of your own breath. Feel how it creates a soft, gentle movement in your hips and lower belly. This is the rhythm of flow, the rhythm of life. Allow your creative, intuitive, feeling nature to be honored. You are not just a thinking machine. You are a feeling, sensing, creative being. And it is in the embrace of this flowing, watery energy that you can find deep release and emotional healing. Let the gentle waves of your breath carry you now, deeper and deeper into a state of fluid relaxation and peace. Continuing our ascent up the central channel, our awareness now rises to the area of the solar plexus, just above the navel and below the rib cage. Here we find the third chakra, Manipura. The name is often translated as City of Jewels or Lustrous Gem. This is your personal power center. It is the seat of your will, your self-esteem, your sense of identity, and your ability to take action in the world. The element of Manipura is fire. Think of the qualities of fire: heat, light, energy, transformation, and power. This is the engine of your being, the sun that radiates energy and vitality throughout your entire system. It's the fire in your belly that gives you the courage and determination to pursue your goals and to overcome challenges. When the Manipura chakra is balanced, you have a strong sense of self-worth. You are confident, self-disciplined, and able to set healthy boundaries. You have the energy and the will to manifest your intentions and to create the life you desire. You feel capable and effective. You have a healthy relationship with power. You are neither a victim nor a tyrant. Physically, this chakra governs the digestive system, the stomach, the liver, the gallbladder, the spleen, and the pancreas. It is our metabolic fire, responsible for transforming food into energy. Imbalances in this center can manifest as digestive problems, chronic fatigue, low self-esteem, or, on the other end of the spectrum, as being overly aggressive, controlling, or workaholic. As you rest here, you can bring this fiery center into a state of gentle, radiant balance. Bring your awareness to your solar plexus. Imagine a brilliant golden yellow light, like the midday sun, glowing warmly in this area. Feel its warmth radiating out, not just into your abdomen, but throughout your entire body. This is your inner sun, your source of personal power and vitality. The breath that connects with Manipura is strong and centered in the diaphragm. As you inhale, feel your diaphragm engage, expanding your belly and lower ribs. This is the power breath. But here, as we prepare for sleep, we will do it gently. Feel the strength, but without the strain. With each inhalation, breathe in a sense of self-worth and confidence. Acknowledge your own strength, your own accomplishments. You are capable. You are powerful. You are enough. And with each exhalation, let go of any self-doubt. Let go of any feelings of powerlessness. Release the need to control everything and everyone. Release any stress or tension you might be holding in your stomach. The digestive system is often where we hold our worries. Let the exhale be a complete surrender of that tension. Let the fire of this chakra gently purify any negative self-talk or limiting beliefs. Imagine your inner sun not as a raging inferno, but as a steady, warm, and constant flame. It's a pilot light that is always there, providing you with a gentle, sustainable source of energy. It doesn't need to burn out of control. It just needs to be acknowledged and tended to. As you drift towards sleep, you are digesting and processing not just the food you ate today, but all the experiences, all the information, all the emotions. By bringing a warm, golden light to this area, you are supporting this process of transformation. You are allowing your system to take what nourishes it and to release what does not. Rest in the warmth of your own inner sun. Let it dissolve all tension and guide you into a powerful, deep sleep. From the fire of our personal power, we now ascend into the very center of our being. Our awareness moves up to the center of the chest, to the heart space. Here lies the fourth chakra, Anahata. This beautiful name means unstruck or unhurt. It refers to the idea of a pristine, ever-present sound or vibration that is not caused by two things striking together. It is the sound of the universe itself, the sound of pure love and compassion. Anahata is the bridge between the lower three chakras, which are concerned with our physical and personal existence, and the upper three chakras, which connect us to higher consciousness and spirituality. It is here, in the heart, that the energies of earth and heaven meet. The element of this chakra is air. Think of the qualities of air: light, expansive, all-pervading, and essential for life. It is the very breath that we are focusing on. This chakra is the center of love, compassion, forgiveness, and connection. When it is balanced, we feel a deep sense of connection to ourselves, to others, and to all of life. We are able to give and receive love freely. We feel empathy, peace, and a sense of belonging to the human family. It is the source of our ability to heal ourselves and others. Physically, Anahata governs the heart, the lungs, the circulatory system, the shoulders, arms, and hands. It is the center of our respiratory and circulatory systems. Imbalances here can manifest as heart or lung issues, poor circulation, or emotionally as loneliness, jealousy, fear of intimacy, or being overly critical of oneself and others. As you lie here, your heart is beating its steady, faithful rhythm. Your lungs are expanding and contracting in a beautiful, effortless dance. This is the realm of Anahata in action. Let's bring our conscious, loving awareness there now. Focus on the center of your chest. Imagine a luminous emerald green light gently glowing there. Green is the color of healing, of nature, of balance, and growth. With each inhalation, imagine your breath is pure, loving energy, flowing directly into your heart center. See this green light expand with the breath, filling your entire chest cavity. Imagine it soothing your physical heart, nourishing your lungs. And as you exhale, let this beautiful green light radiate outwards. Let it flow down your arms and out through your hands. Let it flow up to your head and down to your feet. Imagine this loving, healing energy permeating every single cell in your body. Let go of any old hurts, any resentments, any grief you might be holding in your heart. The exhale is a release. It is an act of forgiveness for yourself and for others. You don't need to carry that weight anymore. Just let it dissolve into the light. Think of someone or something you love unconditionally. A person, a pet, a beautiful place in nature. Feel the warmth, the expansion, the softness that this feeling brings to your chest. That is the energy of Anahata. Now, turn that same feeling of love and compassion towards yourself. You are just as deserving of that love as anyone else. The breath of the heart is soft, open, and expansive. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest. There is no effort, just a gentle allowing. With every breath, your heart is being bathed in this healing energy. With every beat, it is pumping this love to every corner of your being. You are safe. You are loved. You are connected. Rest in the gentle, open space of your own heart. It is the gateway to unconditional peace. Our journey now continues its ascent, moving from the expansive space of the heart up into the throat. Here, at the hollow of the throat, we find the fifth chakra, Vishuddha. This name means purification. This is the center of communication, self-expression, and truth. It is the bridge between our inner world of feelings and thoughts and the outer world. It is through this center that we express our unique truth and creativity. The element associated with Vishuddha is ether or space. Think of the qualities of space: vast, open, limitless, and the medium through which all sound travels. It is from this center that we speak our truth, we listen to the truth of others, and we channel our creativity into the world through voice, writing, or any other form of artistic expression. When the throat chakra is balanced, we are able to communicate clearly, honestly, and compassionately. We are good listeners, feel confident expressing our thoughts, feelings, and ideas without fear of judgment. Our words are aligned with our hearts and our minds. We are able to speak our truth and also to know when it is time to be silent and listen. Physically, Vishuddha governs the throat, neck, thyroid, and parathyroid glands, vocal cords, jaw, and ears. Imbalances can manifest as a sore throat, neck stiffness, thyroid issues, or a fear of speaking, shyness. On the other hand, an overactive throat chakra might lead to gossiping, interrupting others, or being unable to listen. It is all about finding the balance between expression and reception. Lying here, as you sink deeper into relaxation, you can bring a sense of gentle purification to this vital center. Bring your awareness to your throat. Imagine a beautiful, clear, sky blue light glowing softly in this area. The color of a clear, open sky. Feel this light bringing a sense of coolness, calm, and openness to your throat and neck. The breath that connects with this chakra is audible and refined. It's the sound of the breath itself. Without any strain, as you breathe in and out through your nose, create a very slight constriction at the back of your throat, so that your breath makes a soft, gentle sound, like the distant ocean. This is a practice known as Ujjayi's breath, or victorious breath. It is incredibly calming for the nervous system. As you inhale, making this soft ocean sound, imagine you are breathing in the courage to speak your truth. You are breathing in the clarity to express yourself authentically. And as you exhale, with that same gentle sound, you are releasing all the unspoken words, all the times you didn't say what you meant. Release any fear of judgment. Release any tension you might be holding in your jaw or your neck. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. There is nothing you need to say right now. There is nothing you need to figure out. You are simply creating a space of open, honest, and clear energy within yourself. You are purifying this channel so that when you do need to communicate, it comes from a place of authenticity and wisdom. Feel the gentle vibration of the breath in your throat. It's a subtle inner massage, soothing and releasing. This gentle sound can become a mantra, a focal point for your mind to rest upon. It's a lullaby, sung by your own breath. Let this soft, oceanic sound carry you further and further away from the noise of the day, into the deep, silent, peaceful space that lies within. You are entering the purity of your own being. We are now nearing the summit of our inner journey. Our awareness travels up from the throat to the point between the eyebrows. This is the location of the sixth chakra, Ajn. The name means to perceive or to command. This is your third eye, the center of intuition, imagination, wisdom, and insight. It is here that we move beyond the 5 physical senses and begin to perceive the more subtle realms of existence. There is no physical element associated with Ajn. It is beyond the elements. It is the center of light and consciousness. It is where the 2 side channels, Ida and Pingala, are said to meet with the central channel Sushumna before ascending to the crown. This meeting of the solar and lunar energies represents the union of duality, leading to a state of holistic perception and wisdom. When your Ajna chakra is balanced, you have a strong intuition. You can see the bigger picture. You are able to trust your inner guidance. You have clarity of thought, a good memory, and the ability to visualize and manifest your desires. You are connected to your inner wisdom and can perceive the truth beyond surface appearances. Physically, this center is linked to the pituitary gland, the eyes, the nose, the ears, and the lower part of the brain. Imbalances can lead to headaches, vision problems, nightmares, or a feeling of being stuck in the mundane, unable to see beyond day-to-day problems. It can also manifest as a rejection of anything spiritual or intuitive. As you lie here, your eyes are closed. This is the perfect time to activate your inner vision. Bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. Don't strain or try to see anything. Just rest your awareness there. Imagine a beautiful, deep indigo or violet light, like the night sky, glowing softly in this area. This light is calm, wise, and all-knowing. As you breathe, imagine the breath itself is flowing in and out of this third eye point. With each inhalation, breathe in clarity and insight. With each exhalation, release any mental confusion, any overthinking, any limiting beliefs that cloud your inner vision. Let go of the need to have all the answers right now. Simply trust that your inner wisdom is always there, guiding you. And now, for the final step of our ascent. Allow your awareness to float up to the very top of your head, the crown. Here we find the seventh and final chakra, Sahas. Ra. This name means thousand-petaled lotus. This is our connection to the divine, to pure consciousness, to the infinite universe. It is the culmination of the entire journey. While the root chakra connects us to the earth, the crown chakra connects us to the heavens. Sahasrara is our gateway to states of unity, enlightenment, and spiritual connection. When this chakra is open and balanced, we feel a sense of oneness with all of life. We transcend the ego and the sense of a separate self. We experience profound peace and a connection to a higher purpose. Imagine at the crown of your head a beautiful lotus flower made of brilliant white or violet light. With each breath, feel this lotus flower gently opening its petals. And as it opens, imagine a shower of 1,000 suns, a cascade of pure divine light pouring down into your body through the crown of your head. This light is pure consciousness, pure love, pure peace. It flows down the central channel, illuminating all the other chakras we have visited. It fills every cell of your being with its grace. There is nothing to do here but receive. Surrender to this beautiful light. Let it wash away any remaining tension, any sense of separation. You are a part of this infinite, intelligent, loving universe, and the universe is a part of you. Rest in this state of unity and peace. Let this divine light be your final guide into the deepest, most restorative realms of sleep. For the last several parts of our journey, we have been immersed in the yogic tradition of India, exploring the nadis and chakras. But it's fascinating and deeply reassuring to know that this was not an isolated discovery. Half a world away, in ancient China, the Taoist sages and early physicians were mapping the very same territory, just using a different language and a different set of metaphors. They too discovered that our life force, which they called qi, flows through specific pathways in the body. They called these pathways meridians. The meridian system is the foundation of traditional Chinese medicine, including practices like acupuncture and acupressure. Just like the nadis, meridians are not physical structures. You cannot find them through dissection. They are channels of energy, rivers of qi, that flow through the body to nourish and energize all the organs and tissues. The Chinese map is slightly different, but the core principle is identical. When qi flows smoothly and abundantly through the meridians, there is health. When the flow of qi is blocked, stagnant, or deficient, disease arises. The goal of a practitioner is to identify where the blockage is and use needles, pressure, herbs, or specific movements to restore the free flow of qi. There are 12 major meridians, each associated with a specific organ system. There's the lung meridian, the large intestine meridian, the stomach meridian, the spleen meridian, and so on. But it's important to understand that when they say lung meridian, they are not just talking about the physical lungs. They are referring to an entire system of functions, including the physical, emotional, and energetic. For our purposes, as we rest here, the most relevant is, of course, the lung meridian. In Chinese medicine, the lung is considered the master of qi. It is responsible for taking in the qi from the air, what they call da qi, or heavenly qi, and infusing it into the entire meridian network. Sound familiar? It's the exact same concept as the breath being the primary vehicle for prana. The lung meridian is also associated with the emotion of grief. When we hold on to grief or sadness, it can obstruct the flow of qi in this meridian, leading to a feeling of constriction in the chest, shallow breathing, and a weakened immune system. Conversely, when the lung qi is strong and flowing, we have a sense of righteousness, courage, and the ability to let go of what no longer serves us. As you lie here, breathing gently, you are directly nourishing your lung meridian. Imagine with each inhalation, you are drawing in pure, clean, heavenly qi. Imagine this energy flowing from your lungs down the inside of your arms and out to the tip of your thumb, which is where the meridian ends. It's a river of light, clearing and strengthening this pathway. And with each exhalation, you are letting go. You are releasing not just carbon dioxide, but any stored grief, any sadness, any sense of loss. You are creating space. The exhale is a beautiful act of letting go, which is a primary function of the lung's partner organ, the large intestine. Inhale nourishment, exhale release. It's truly profound, isn't it? That two ancient cultures with no known contact on these matters both arrived at the same fundamental conclusion, that there is a vital energy that sustains us, that it flows in specific channels throughout our body, and that the breath is the primary way we interact with and direct this energy. This isn't just a coincidence. It speaks to a universal truth about the human body and its connection to the cosmos. It's a truth you can feel in your own body right now with this simple, peaceful breath. Let us stay with this ancient Chinese perspective for a little while longer and delve deeper into the concept of qi, just like prana. Qi is a word that is difficult to translate into a single English term. It is life force, yes, but it's also matter and energy, information and intelligence. It is the fundamental substance and an organizing principle of the entire universe. The Chinese character for qi is fascinating. It depicts steam or vapor rising from a pot of cooking rice. This beautiful image captures the essence of qi perfectly. It is both material, the rice, and immaterial, the steam. It is substance and it is energy. It is the very essence of life's transformative process. Taoist philosophy teaches that everything in the universe is composed of and animated by qi. The mountains, the rivers, the trees, the stars. And you all are different manifestations, different vibrations of qi. There is the qi of the heavens, the qi of the earth, and the qi within our own bodies. We are constantly in a state of exchange with the qi of our environment. When we eat food, we are consuming the qi of the plants and animals. When we stand on the earth, we are absorbing the earth's qi. And when we breathe, we are taking in the most subtle and refined form of qi, the qi of the heavens. This is why breathwork, known as qigong, which literally translates to energy work or life force cultivation, is so central to health and longevity in Taoist practice. Through specific breathing techniques and gentle movements, qigong practitioners learn to cultivate, store, and circulate their qi, clearing blockages in the meridians and enhancing the function of the internal organs. They are, in essence, becoming masters of their own life force. But you don't need to be a qigong master to benefit from this wisdom. As you lie here, you are already practicing a form of passive qigong. You are cultivating your qi simply by resting and breathing deeply. With every calm, rhythmic breath, you are signaling to your body that it is time to switch from a state of expending qi to a state of gathering and storing qi. Sleep is our body's most important time for qi restoration. During the day, we are constantly using our qi to think, to work, to move, to digest. If we don't replenish this energy, we slowly fall into a state of depletion or qi deficiency, which is the root of many chronic health issues. Deep restorative sleep is the master medicine for rebuilding our energetic reserves. So, as you continue to breathe, let's refine our visualization. Imagine with each inhalation you are drawing in not just a generic energy, but a luminous, pearlescent mist. This is the pure key of the universe. Imagine it entering your lungs and then being guided down to a point about 2 inches below your navel. This area is known in Taoism as the lower Dan Tian, or the elixir field. It is considered the body's primary energy storage center, our battery pack. Imagine this mist-like key gathering and condensing in your lower abdomen, forming a warm, glowing pearl of light. With every breath, this pearl becomes a little brighter, a little more potent. You are recharging your core battery. You are gathering the energy you will need for tomorrow. And on the exhalation, feel a profound sense of relaxation. Feel your body letting go of all the stale or turbid qi from the day's activities. Let it just effortlessly flow out of you, returning to the earth to be recycled. Inhale, gather and store. Exhale, release and relax. This is the gentle, natural rhythm of energy cultivation. You are tapping into an ancient practice, an innate wisdom of your own body. You are not just preparing for sleep, you are actively participating in a process of profound energetic healing and rejuvenation. You are tending to the very essence of your life. To truly grasp the central role of breath in these ancient systems, it's incredibly helpful to understand that when they spoke of an organ like the lungs, it meant something far more vast and profound than the 2 physical sacs in our chest. In traditional Chinese medicine, each organ is a complete functional system, an official in the empire of the body, with specific responsibilities that are physical, energetic, and even spiritual. The lungs are known as the Prime Minister, the official in charge of regulation and rhythm. They are responsible for receiving the pure qi from the heavens and distributing it to all the other officials or organ systems in the body. They are the great communicators between the inside of the body and the outside world. One of their most crucial jobs is to create what is known as the defensive qi, or wei qi. This is the energetic equivalent of the immune system. The wei qi circulates on the surface of the body, just beneath the skin, acting as a protective shield against external pathogenic factors like cold, wind, or viruses. When your lung qi is strong, your wei qi is robust, and you are less likely to get sick. A strong, deep breath literally builds a stronger energetic shield around you. The lungs are also in charge of the skin and the body hair. They control the opening and closing of the pores, which is another way the body regulates its relationship with the outside environment. Healthy, lustrous skin is seen as a direct reflection of healthy lung qi. On an emotional level, as we touched on before, the lungs are associated with grief and sadness. Unresolved grief can injure the lung qi, leading to shallow breathing, fatigue, and a weakened immune system. Think about how we physically express grief, with sobbing, which is a convulsive, irregular form of breathing, or with a heavy sigh, which is an attempt to release constriction in the chest. The body knows this connection intimately. The lungs are also connected to the virtue of courage and righteousness. When lung qi is strong, we have the strength to let go of old sadness and to stand up for what is right. So, as you lie here, your gentle, rhythmic breathing is doing so much more than just oxygenating your blood. It is a profound act of self-care for this entire energetic system. With each deep, slow inhalation, you are strengthening your Prime Minister. You are nourishing the official in charge of your body's rhythms. Imagine that your breath is polishing your energetic shield, your wei qi. See it becoming stronger, more luminous, more resilient. This is a deep sense of safety, not just from physical illness, but from being overly affected by the negative energies of the world around you. You are fortifying your personal space. With each long, slow exhalation, you are gently cleansing the lungs of any stored grief or sadness. You don't need to analyze it or even know what it is. Just set the intention to let it go. Give it permission to leave. With every exhale, your chest feels a little lighter, a little more open. You are making space for peace, for courage, for contentment. The rhythm of your breath is also helping to regulate all the other rhythms in your body. Your heartbeat, your digestive cycle, your sleep-wake cycle, all of these are influenced by the master rhythm of the breath. By breathing in this calm, steady, and peaceful way, you are creating a symphony of coherence throughout your entire being. You are the conductor, and your breath is the baton, guiding all the instruments of your body into a perfect healing harmony. This is the profound wisdom of working with, not against, the natural intelligence of your body. And it all begins and ends with the simple, sacred act of breathing. The understanding of breath as a carrier of life force is not limited to the ancient traditions of India and China. It is a thread that runs through nearly every culture, every spiritual tradition, and every philosophical system in human history. It is a truly universal piece of wisdom, a recognition of a fundamental truth about our existence. Let's travel back to ancient Greece. The philosophers there spoke of pneuma. For them, pneuma was both the physical air or breath and also the spirit or soul. For thinkers like Aristotle, it was the vital spirit, the animating principle that gave life to the physical body. For the Stoics, pneuma was the very breath of God, the divine logos or intelligence that pervaded all of creation. Breathing, therefore, was a way of participating in the divine intelligence of the cosmos. It was a spiritual act. If we journey to ancient Egypt, we find the concept of the ka. The ka was one of the essential parts of the soul, often depicted in hieroglyphs as two upraised arms. It was the life force, the vital essence that distinguished a living person from a dead one. The Egyptians believed that the ka was sustained by food, water, and, most importantly, by breath. To cease breathing was for the ka to leave the body. The word itself is thought to be related to the sound of an inhalation. In the Judeo-Christian traditions, the connection is just as explicit. In the book of Genesis, God forms man from the dust of the ground, and then breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. The Hebrew word for this breath is ruach, which, much like pneuma, means wind, breath, and spirit. It is the creative, animating spirit of God. In the Christian New Testament, the Greek word pneuma is used again to describe the Holy Spirit. The Spirit is often associated with wind or breath, a powerful unseen force that brings life, inspiration, and divine connection. The very word inspiration comes from the Latin inspirare, which means to breathe into. To be inspired is to be filled with the divine breath. What does this tell us? It tells us that for millennia, all over the world, human beings have intuitively understood that breath is the bridge between the physical and the non-physical, the material and the spiritual. It is our most immediate and tangible connection to the mystery of life itself. We can live for weeks without food, for days without water, but only for a few minutes without breath. It is our primary link to the unseen source of our existence. As you lie here, breathing in and breathing out, you are participating in this ancient, sacred tradition. You are not just performing a biological function. You are connecting with the same life force that the yogis called prana, the Taoists called ki, the Greeks called pneuma, and the Hebrews called ruach. You are breathing the breath of life. Let this understanding deepen your experience of relaxation. Your simple, quiet breath is a sacred act. It connects you to all of humanity, across all of time. It connects you to the earth, the sky, and the entire cosmos. There is no separation. The same air, the same energy that has been breathed by saints and sages, by kings and queens, by your ancestors, is the same air you are breathing now. It's a profound and humbling thought. It can bring a deep sense of peace and belonging. You are a part of this great cosmic respiration. The universe breathes in, and a star is born. The universe breathes out, and a galaxy expands. And right here, in your own body, is a perfect microcosm of that cosmic dance. The inhale of life and the exhale of surrender. just rest in that. You are being breathed by the universe itself. For a long time, these ancient concepts of prana, nadis, and ki were dismissed by modern science as unproven, mystical ideas. But in recent years, fascinating discoveries have begun to create a bridge between this ancient wisdom and our contemporary understanding of the body. One of the most important parts of this bridge is a remarkable structure in our own nervous system, the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the longest cranial nerve in the body. Its name comes from the Latin word for wandering, which is a perfect description. It originates in the brainstem and wanders down through the neck and into the chest and abdomen, branching out to connect with nearly every major organ along the way: the larynx, the esophagus, the lungs, the heart, the stomach, the intestines. It is the primary channel of communication between the brain and the gut, and it is the main component of the parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system is our rest and digest system. It is the counterbalance to the sympathetic nervous system, our fight or flight system. When the sympathetic system is activated, our heart rate increases, our breathing becomes shallow and rapid, and our body is primed for action and survival. When the parasympathetic system is dominant, our heart rate slows, our breathing deepens, our digestion is stimulated, and our body enters a state of calm, healing, and restoration. And here is the incredible key. The most powerful and direct way to consciously activate our parasympathetic nervous system and stimulate the vagus nerve is through slow, deep, diaphragmatic breathing. When you breathe slowly and deeply, allowing your belly to expand on the inhale, you are sending a powerful signal up the vagus nerve directly to your brain, telling it that you are safe. The brain receives this signal and responds by releasing calming neurotransmitters like acetylcholine, which slows the heart rate and promotes relaxation throughout the entire body. It's a physiological feedback loop that you can consciously control. Doesn't this sound remarkably similar to what the ancient yogis were describing? A central channel of information running along the core of the body, intimately linked to the breath, which, when activated, brings about a state of profound calm and balance. While the vagus nerve is a physical structure and Sushumna Nadi is an energetic one, they occupy a strikingly similar role and location. The vagus nerve acts as a modern scientific validation of the principles that these ancient traditions discovered through introspection. So as you lie here with every slow, gentle breath, know that you are not just working with a mystical energy. You are engaging in a powerful, scientifically proven biological process. You are toning your vagus nerve. A healthy vagal tone is associated with better physical and mental health, including lower inflammation, better mood, and greater resilience to stress. Feel the breath in your belly, the gentle rise on the inhalation, the soft fall on the exhalation. This simple movement is a form of internal massage for the vagus nerve. It is a direct communication with your own nervous system. You are consciously shifting your body out of the stress state of the day and into the healing state of the night. This knowledge doesn't take away from the magic of the ancient wisdom. If anything, it enhances it. It shows us that these sages, through their profound self-awareness, were able to map out the functional reality of the human nervous system thousands of years before we had the tools to measure it. They understood the mechanism, even if they used a different language to describe it. So trust in your breath. Trust in this powerful tool you have to regulate your own state of being. You have the ability to command your own nervous system, to call forth a state of deep calm and peace whenever you choose. And right now, you are choosing it. You are choosing rest. You are choosing healing. And you are letting your breath and your vagus nerve guide you there. Now that we have explored the map of our energetic anatomy, the prana, the nadis, the chakras, the meridians, let us turn to a very practical and profoundly calming technique for working directly with this system. This practice is one of the cornerstones of pranayama or yogic breathing, and it is called Nadi Shodhana. In Sanskrit, Nadi means channel, and Shodhana means cleansing or purification. So, this is the channel cleansing breath. Its purpose is to directly purify and balance the two primary side channels we discussed earlier, the lunar, cooling Ida Nadi, which terminates in the left nostril, and the solar, heating Pingala Nadi, which terminates in the right nostril. As we learned, a state of balance between these two energies is the prerequisite for deep peace, healing, and access to the central channel, Sushumna. Nadi Shodhana is a gentle but powerful way to create this equilibrium. The practice is also known as alternate nostril breathing, and it is beautifully simple. We use the fingers to gently close one nostril at a time, guiding the breath to flow through the open side. I will describe the process for you, and you can follow along just in your imagination. There is no need to actually lift your hand. The power of your focused awareness is more than enough to create the desired effect. So, just imagine. You bring your right hand up towards your face. You gently rest your index and middle fingers on the point between your eyebrows, your third eye center. Your thumb is resting by your right nostril, and your ring finger is resting by your left. You take a deep, cleansing breath in through both nostrils and a long, slow breath out. Then, you would gently press your thumb to close your right nostril. And you would inhale, slowly and deeply, through the left nostril only. This is drawing prana into the Ida Nadi, the lunar channel. At the top of the inhalation, you would close the left nostril with your ring finger, and then release your thumb to open the right nostril. And you would exhale, slowly and completely, through the right side. Then you would inhale through that same right nostril, drawing prana into the Pingala Nadi, the solar channel. At the top of the inhalation, you close the right nostril and release the left. And you exhale, long and slow, through the left nostril. That completes one full round. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale right, exhale left. Even just visualizing this process has a profound effect on the brain. The act of breathing through the left nostril stimulates the right hemisphere of the brain, our intuitive, creative, restful side. Breathing through the right nostril stimulates the left hemisphere, or logical, analytical, active side. By alternating between the two, we are creating a state of whole brain coherence. We are literally synchronizing the two hemispheres of our brain, bringing our entire nervous system into a state of beautiful, peaceful balance. So, as you continue to lie here, just imagine this gentle, rhythmic flow. Imagine the breath flowing in through your left nostril, cool and calm, like moonlight. It travels up to the third eye center, and then flows down and out through the right nostril, warm and soft, like sunlight. Then, it flows back in through the right side, warm and energizing, and flows out through the left, cool and releasing. It is a gentle figure-8 pattern of energy, with the crossing point right at your third eye, the seat of your intuition. With each round, you are clearing any static, any mental chatter. You are harmonizing the sun and the moon within you, the doing and the being, the male and the female. This is one of the most effective practices for calming anxiety and preparing the mind and body for sleep. It is a lullaby for your nervous system. Just continue to imagine this gentle, alternating rhythm. Let it soothe you. Let it balance you. Let it carry you into a state of perfect equilibrium, the gateway to deep and profound rest. Another beautiful and simple breathing practice that brings a deep sense of calm and balance is known as Sama Vriti Pranayama. Sama in Sanskrit means same or equal, and Vriti means fluctuations, or turnings, often referring to the movements of the mind. So, this is the practice of creating equal fluctuations, or more simply, equal part breathing. It is often called box breathing. The principle is incredibly simple, yet its effects are profound. We make the 4 parts of the breath cycle equal in length: the inhalation, the gentle pause at the top of the inhale, the exhalation, and the gentle pause at the bottom of the exhale. By creating this perfect, steady rhythm in our breath, we impose that same rhythm onto our mind and our nervous system. The chaotic, frantic thoughts of the day cannot survive in the presence of this steady, predictable pattern. The mind, which so often jumps from past to future, from worry to planning, is gently anchored to the present moment by the simple task of counting. It's like giving a restless puppy a bone to chew on. The mind is occupied, and the body is free to relax. Let's gently explore this, using a count that is comfortable and easy. A good place to start is a count of 4. So again, there's no need to strain or force anything. Just follow along with my voice and your own inner sense of timing. We'll begin with a gentle breath in and a full breath out to empty the lungs. And then we begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Gently hold the breath, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Gently hold the empty, 2, 3, 4. That is 1 round. Let's continue, just in our minds. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. A gentle, soft pause at the top, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, slowly releasing, 2, 3, for a moment of stillness at the bottom, 2, 3, 4. The pauses are just as important as the breaths. The pause after the inhalation is a moment of fullness, of presence, of receiving. The pause after the exhalation is a moment of complete surrender, of emptiness, of letting go. In these moments of stillness, a deep quiet can be found. As you become comfortable with the rhythm, you can feel your whole system starting to entrain to this steady beat. Your heart rate begins to slow down to match the rhythm of your breath. Your blood pressure gently lowers. Your mind, anchored by the count, becomes still and clear. You are creating a state of deep coherence. It's like a mantra, but instead of words, you are using the rhythm of your own life force. It's a message of safety and predictability that you are sending to the deepest parts of your being. In a world that is often chaotic and unpredictable, you are creating an inner sanctuary of perfect order and peace. If a count of 4 feels too long or too short, you can adjust it. Maybe a count of 3 is more comfortable, or maybe a count of 5 or 6 feels more natural. The exact number doesn't matter. What matters is the quality of equality. The steady, balanced rhythm. Inhale, a gentle filling up. Hold a moment of pure presence. Exhale, a complete letting go. Hold a space of perfect stillness. This is the breath of tranquility. It is the breath of equanimity. It requires just enough focus to keep the mind from wandering, but not so much that it creates tension. It is the perfect bridge between the active state of wakefulness and the deep, passive state of sleep. Allow this steady, 4-part rhythm to be your anchor. Let it rock you gently, like a boat on a calm sea. Let the square, predictable pattern dissolve all the jagged edges of your day. You are safe. You are calm. You are in rhythm. And you are drifting peacefully into the quiet of the night. There is a sound that is almost universally calming to the human nervous system. It is the sound of the ocean, the rhythmic, gentle shushing of waves washing onto the shore. It's a sound that connects us to something vast, ancient, and deeply peaceful. What if you could create that same soothing sound inside your own body with your own breath? You can. This is the practice of Ujjayi Pranayama. We touched on this briefly when we explored the throat chakra, but let's delve into it more deeply now, as it is a perfect tool for lulling yourself to sleep. The word Ujjayi is often translated as victorious, but not in an aggressive sense. It is the victory over the restless mind. It is the ability to remain calm and centered, even in the midst of chaos. The technique is simple. As you breathe in and out through your nose, you create a very slight, gentle constriction at the back of your throat, in the area of the glottis. It's the same type of constriction you would use to whisper or to fog up a mirror, but you do it with your mouth closed. So the air moving through this slightly narrowed passageway creates a soft, audible, breathy sound. It should not be a harsh, snoring sound. It should be soft, smooth, and continuous, like the distant sound of the sea. It takes a little practice to find the right balance, but even a subtle sound is effective. The key is that there is no strain in the throat, neck, or jaw. It is completely relaxed. As you lie here, you can play with this. On your next exhalation through your nose, imagine you are gently fogging up a mirror in front of you, but keep your lips softly closed. Can you hear that soft, whispery, oceanic sound? Now see if you can maintain that same gentle constriction as you inhale. The sound will be slightly different, but the quality of a soft, steady whisper should be there. Inhale, a soft ocean wave rolling in. Exhale, the same wave rolling back out to sea. What is happening when you do this? Firstly, the sound itself is deeply meditative. It gives your mind a single, soothing focal point. Like listening to the real ocean, it is both interesting enough to hold your attention and monotonous enough to be deeply relaxing. It effortlessly draws you into the present moment. Secondly, the slight constriction gently slows the breath down, making it longer, deeper, and more efficient. This automatically activates the parasympathetic nervous system, our relaxation response, stimulating that all-important vagus nerve. Thirdly, the gentle friction of the air passing through the throat creates a subtle warmth in the body. This is not an agitating heat, but a soothing, comforting warmth that helps to relax the muscles and calm the nervous system. It's like being wrapped in a warm, sonic blanket. So, just rest with this sound now. Let your breath become your own personal ocean. Each inhalation is a slow, gentle wave washing up the shore of your awareness. Each exhalation is that same wave receding, carrying with it any tension, any worry, any thought that no longer serves you. In and out, a gentle, rhythmic, soothing sound. You don't need to count. You don't need to visualize anything. You just need to listen. Listen to the lullaby of your own breath. This is the sound of your own life force moving through you. It is a profoundly intimate and calming experience. Let the waves of your UJ breath grow longer, slower, and softer. Let the rhythm gently carry your awareness from the shores of thinking out into the deep, quiet, peaceful ocean of sleep. There is nothing to do but listen to the sound and let it carry you away. The victory is won. The mind is at peace. As we drift deeper and deeper into relaxation, our awareness can begin to change. The sharp boundaries between thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations can start to soften and blur. In this state, the breath becomes more than just a technique. It becomes our anchor. It is the one, constant, reliable point of reference in the ever-shifting sea of our inner experience. Think about it. Thoughts come and go. One moment you might be remembering something from the day. The next, you might be drifting into a dreamlike image. Emotions can surface and fade, a flicker of anxiety, a wave of contentment. Physical sensations constantly change, an itch on your nose, a feeling of warmth in your feet, the heaviness of your limbs. It's a constant flux. If we try to grab onto any of these things, we can be pulled around by them. A worrisome thought can lead to a cascade of anxious feelings and physical tension. But if we have an anchor, we can remain steady. The breath is that anchor. It is always here, in the present moment. It is not a thought about the past or the future. It is a physical, tangible sensation happening right now. The feeling of the cool air in your nostrils. The gentle rise and fall of your chest or your belly. The subtle sound of your UJ breath. So, as you lie here, no matter what arises in your awareness, you can always come back to the breath. If you notice your mind has wandered into a long story, gently acknowledge it, and then guide your attention back to the physical sensation of your next inhalation. If you feel a wave of emotion, allow it to be there, but keep a part of your awareness anchored to the steady rhythm of your breathing. The emotion will pass like a cloud in the sky, but the breath remains. This practice cultivates a quality known as mindfulness. It is not about stopping your thoughts or feelings. It is about changing your relationship to them. You become the calm, steady observer, anchored by your breath, watching the weather of your inner world change without being swept away by the storm. You are the deep, quiet ocean, and the thoughts and feelings are just the waves on the surface. By anchoring your attention to the breath, you are identifying with the stillness of the depths, not the turbulence of the surface. Let's practice this gently now. For the next few moments, simply observe. What is present in your awareness? Perhaps you hear a sound in the room. Acknowledge it, and then return to the breath. Perhaps a thought about tomorrow arises. Acknowledge it, and then feel the sensation of your belly rising. Perhaps you feel a tingling sensation in your hands. Acknowledge it, and then notice the coolness of the air as you inhale. The breath is your home base. It is your sanctuary. You can always return to it. It requires no effort. It is always freely available. This skill, this gentle returning of the attention over and over again, is one of the most powerful forms of mental training there is. And it is the perfect preparation for sleep. It teaches the mind to let go of its obsessive grasping. It teaches the mind to rest in the simple, peaceful reality of the present moment. And as you practice this, you may notice the spaces between your thoughts getting longer. The sea of your mind becomes calmer. The waves become smaller and gentler. And eventually, the surface of the mind can become as still and reflective as a glass-like lake, perfectly mirroring the deep peace that lies within. Let your anchor hold you steady as you drift in this ocean of calm. In our culture, we often emphasize the inhalation. We talk about taking a deep breath to calm down, about breathing in life, breathing in positivity. And this is wonderful. The inhalation is nourishing. It is energizing. It is life-affirming. But as we prepare for sleep, the true magic, the true key to deep relaxation lies in the exhalation. The exhalation is a complete and total act of letting go. It is an act of surrender. With every out-breath, you have an opportunity to release, to soften, to dissolve, while the inhalation is connected to the sympathetic. Doing part of our nervous system, the exhalation is intimately linked to the parasympathetic, being part. A long, slow, complete exhalation is one of the fastest and most effective ways to switch on the body's relaxation response. Think about the natural sounds of release we make. A sigh of relief after a long day. A yawn when we are tired. Both of these are, essentially, extended exhalations. The body instinctively knows that this is how it lets go of tension. So, as you lie here, begin to shift your focus to the out-breath. You don't need to force it or push the air out. Simply allow it to be a little longer, a little slower, a little more complete than the inhalation. Let the inhale happen naturally, and then on the exhale, just let everything go. With each exhalation, imagine your muscles softening and melting. Start with the small muscles in your face. On your next exhale, release your jaw. Let your tongue rest softly in your mouth. Let the space between your eyebrows smooth out. On the next exhale, let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Feel them become heavy and sink down into the mattress. Release any tension you are holding in your neck and your upper back. With the next exhale, feel a wave of relaxation flowing down your arms. Let your biceps and triceps go soft. Let your forearms become heavy. Let your hands and fingers unclench and lie open and receptive. On your next exhalation, surrender the weight of your torso. Feel your chest soften. Let go of any tension in your belly. The fire of the solar plexus can now become gentle embers. Feel your entire back release its holding patterns and spread out onto the bed. With the next exhale, send this wave of release down into your hips and your pelvis. This is an area where we hold a great deal of deep-seated tension. Let it all go. Feel the hip joints loosen and open. And on the next exhalation, surrender the weight of your legs. Feel your powerful thigh muscles go completely limp. Let your kneecaps float. Let your calf muscles release. And finally, let your feet and your ankles go completely soft. Allow your feet to fall open to the sides. Now, with your whole body in a state of deep relaxation, use the exhale to release on a more subtle level. With your next long, slow exhale, Let go of the day. All its events, its conversations, its successes, its challenges. It's over. It's done. Release it with the next exhalation. Let go of your to-do list for tomorrow. There is nothing you can do about it right now. Worrying about it will not help. So, for now, just let it go. Surrender it to the night. And with your next few exhalations, let go of your identity. Let go of your name, your roles, your responsibilities. You are not a parent, a worker, a friend right now. You are simply a being, breathing, resting. Let the construct of you dissolve into the peace of the present moment. The exhalation is a little death. It is a dying of the moment that is just past. And in that letting go, we create the space for something new to be born. In this case, we are creating the space for a deep and restorative sleep. So, surrender. Let go. Trust the exhale. It knows the way. As you now lie in a state of profound relaxation on the very edge of sleep, let's return to the image of our energetic body. But this time, let's see it not as a complex system of channels and centers, but in its totality as a single, unified field of light. Your physical body is lying here, heavy and relaxed. But coexisting with it, interpenetrating it and extending slightly beyond it, is your luminous energy body. It has the same shape as your physical form, but it is made not of flesh and bone, but of pure, gentle, living light. This is your aura, your pranic sheath, your etheric body. The name doesn't matter. The feeling does. Sense it now. Feel yourself not as a solid, dense object, but as a soft, radiant, shimmering field of energy. The boundaries between your body and the space around you are beginning to dissolve. You are a gentle, pulsating glow of light. What color is this light? Perhaps it is a soft, golden white, like candlelight. Perhaps it is a cool, silvery blue, like moonlight. Perhaps it is a warm, healing green. Whatever color feels right for you, allow yourself to be bathed in it, to be made of it. This luminous body is perfectly whole, perfectly healthy, and perfectly at peace. It has no aches, no pains, no worries. It is your essential nature, your pure life essence. As you breathe, see this entire field of light, gently pulsing with your breath. With each inhalation, the light becomes a little brighter, a little more vibrant. You are drawing in pure cosmic energy, feeding your luminous self. And with each exhalation, the light softens and expands. It grows larger, its edges becoming more diffuse, gently merging with the space around you. You are releasing your sense of a fixed, separate self and dissolving into the universal field of consciousness. Inhale, brightening. Exhale, expanding. Feel this gentle, luminous pulsation. It is the rhythm of the cosmos, playing out in your own being. It is profoundly soothing, profoundly safe. You are held in a cocoon of your own gentle light. If there is any part of your physical body that still holds a residue of tension or discomfort, imagine this light becoming more concentrated there. Imagine a ball of this warm, healing light, gently dissolving any remaining blockages, any tightness, any pain. This light is intelligent. It knows exactly where to go and what to do. Your only job is to allow it to receive its healing grace. Let this image be your final meditation as you drift into sleep. You are not just a physical body resting in a bed. You are a being of light. A beautiful, radiant, peaceful being of light. And as you fall asleep, you are simply allowing your awareness to withdraw from the physical and to rest completely in this luminous, energetic reality. Sleep, in this sense, is a homecoming. It is a return to your essential nature. It is a time for your luminous body to recharge, to repair, to recalibrate, free from the demands of the physical world. So, rest now, you beautiful being of light. Dissolve into your own radiance. Let your glow merge with the quiet darkness of the room. There is no separation. There is only peace. There is only light. There is only rest. We have journeyed far tonight. deep into the ancient anatomy of our breath, through channels of prana and ki, up ladders of light, and across cultures and millennia. We have explored techniques and visualizations, sounds and silences. And now we arrive at the simplest, most subtle, and perhaps most profound place of all, the space between the breaths. There is a moment, just after the exhalation is complete, and just before the next inhalation begins. That is a moment of perfect stillness. It is a pause, a gap. For a fraction of a second, the entire universe holds its breath with you. In this space, there is no doing, no effort. There is only being. This tiny moment of stillness is a gateway. It is a doorway into the vast, silent field of pure consciousness that underlies all of existence. The yogis call this space Kumbhaka. It is a moment of pure potential, a moment of deep peace. As you lie here, on the threshold of sleep, your breathing has become slow, shallow, and incredibly soft. So soft, in fact, that you may barely notice it. As you relax more and more deeply, this natural pause after the exhalation will begin to lengthen, just for a moment. Don't try to force it. Don't try to hold your breath. That would create tension. Instead, just notice it. See if you can rest your awareness in that tiny, silent gap. The breath flows out, a gentle release. And then, stillness, a moment of absolute peace. Before the body's innate wisdom calls forth the next gentle inhalation. It is in this space that the mind can finally become completely silent. It is a moment of pure, thought-free awareness. A taste of the deep peace that awaits you in restorative sleep and in the state of meditation. Let your awareness be like a feather, gently resting on the flow of your breath. Feel the soft inhale. Feel the soft exhale. And then, for a moment, feel the feather come to rest in the perfect stillness of the pause. This is the ultimate surrender. It is a letting go of even the breath itself for just a moment. It is a profound act of trust. Trusting that the next breath will come, all on its own. Trusting that you are being taken care of. Trusting that it is safe to completely and utterly let go. Each pause is a mini vacation for your nervous system, a reboot, a return to 0 point. As you continue to drift, let yourself linger in this peaceful emptiness. It is not a void, it is a fullness. It is the silent, womb-like space from which all things arise and to which all things return. It is the space of deep sleep. It is the space of pure consciousness. It is your true home. So rest now. Let the breath breathe itself. Notice the gentle rhythm, the ebb and the flow. And notice the precious, silent, peaceful space in between. Let that space expand. Let it envelop you. Let it be the doorway through which you now pass, from the world of doing into the world of being, from wakefulness into the deep, healing, and silent peace of sleep. And so, our journey comes to a gentle close. But in truth, the real journey, your journey into deep, restorative sleep is just beginning. The path has been illuminated. The tools have been offered. Now, all that is left is to let go and allow the tide to carry you out to sea. Let go of my voice. Let go of the concepts. Let go of the visualizations. Let go of any effort to breathe in a certain way. Your body knows what to do. It has been breathing you perfectly your entire life, and it will continue to do so as you sleep. Trust its innate wisdom. All the channels we have spoken of, all the energy centers, all the flows of prana and ki are all now harmonizing within you, without any conscious effort on your part. You have set the intention for balance and healing, and now the subtle intelligence of your own life force is taking over, doing its silent, sacred work as you rest. The breath is now just a whisper, a faint, soft rhythm in the background. It is becoming part of a much larger breath, the breath of the room, the breath of the house, the breath of the night. Imagine that you are not just breathing the air in the room, but that the room is breathing you. The gentle silence of the night is inhaling and exhaling, and you are simply a part of that great, peaceful respiration. Your sense of self, that small, bounded identity you carry through the day, can now dissolve. Like a drop of water returning to the ocean, let your awareness merge with the vast, quiet, peaceful consciousness that fills the space around you. There is nothing left to do. There's nowhere left to go. No one left to be. There is only this gentle, peaceful, rhythmic unfolding of the present moment. This sense of warmth, this feeling of heaviness, this quiet gratitude for the gift of rest. The ancient anatomy of your breath has led you home. Home to the stillness within. Home to the peace that is your true nature. And so, I will leave you here at the shores of this silent ocean. May your sleep be deep and dreamless. May your body be healed and restored. May your mind be peaceful and clear. And may you awaken tomorrow morning feeling refreshed, renewed, and reconnected to the vibrant life force that breathes you, and that breathes the entire universe. Sleep now. Sleep well. Good night.